What's up, y'all? So I'm pretty much on my way to go get a haircut. It's a vlog along with some good info about the difficulties and how hard it is to become a YouTuber, or how hard it is to be a YouTuber. Not necessarily become one, but to be a consistent YouTuber. So my hair is toe up to the flow up. You probably see it, and that might help with some lighting, but my hair is toe up. I will show y'all, but I'm not going to. I mean, you can kind of see I ain't got no edge up line, so I need a haircut bad. And Thanksgiving tomorrow, can't do that. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm just trying to get used to vlogging on my phone. I don't know if y'all like the vertical videos, but it's really easy. Like right now, I don't got no car mount. I know it's shaking a little bit because I got my phone on this phone tripod, and I'm kind of keeping it together with this umbrella. But look at this. That's what we're working with. So I'm on my way to get my hair cut. So I'll see y'all there, but I'm pretty much going to be talking about the difficulties of being a YouTuber. So we'll get into that in a sec. So one thing I want to talk about before we get to my haircut appointment is like excuses, right? So I'm not going to lie, I'm not the most take action person in the world. I try to do what I can, but one thing I know that I'm good for is when it's something I really want to do or something I'm really considering doing, is not making excuses to try to get started. Like sometimes I do, depending on if it's legitimate, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? So I got a new phone now, so now I can actually use the camera on my phone. So now I want to actually be able to participate in vlogging. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought about getting started in vlogging, and I just did not feel like paying that money for those cameras, and not even necessarily doing that because my cameras, I got a cinema camera, so I can't just walk around carrying that big 7-8 pound camera holding in front of my face. That's just not how that works, right? You're not with vlogging, right? Normally you have like a DSLR small camera in front of you so you can record. I have my girlfriend's old Canon camera, but it's just not something I want to do. Just walking around with a camera with an expensive lens on it, everywhere being scared to drop it, having people look at you weird because you walk around with a heavy camera. It's just something I just didn't want to do. So I decided, hey, listen, let me try my phone. And the thing is, a lot of people make reasons for why they don't want to do things when, like I said, a lot of opportunities is right here in your pocket. So I'm a full videographer. Like I said in the last video, I can deck this out and make this a extremely cinematic looking, visual pleasing vlog. But the effort it takes to do that every day, to get that going every day, is draining, and then it puts me in a mood where I don't want to do it. So being able to do this with your cell phone, maybe a few extra apps I have on my cell phone, allows me to be able to amp up the average cell phone video, but not overdo it to where I'm putting in too much work to where I don't want to do it no more. So this helps me out a lot. But pretty much going back to the excuses thing, man, listen, I have a cell phone. I mean, I do have a lot of video editing knowledge and video recording knowledge, so I'm a little bit above the scale on that. But outside of that, just get started. If this is something you want to do, man, do it. Don't wait for all this other stuff. Don't wait for, oh, I need the best camera, or I need the best lens, or whatever. I mean, that stuff comes in handy if that's something you want to fully invest in. But if it's something that you want to just get started on because you're not sure if this is something you want to do long term, Just get started with something you got in your pocket. And then before you know it, you start adding new elements to it, and then you start becoming more advanced at it. Then you start tweaking it more, and then it becomes a little bit more organic how you got into it, and you'll be able to do more with it. So, yeah, that's all I really want to say is if I can do it with this cell phone and start creating content for myself with my cell phone, and like I said, I'm doing everything with my cell phone, from recording to editing and uploading. I'm doing it all on my cell phone. Now, that might change in the future, but as of right now, I'll let y'all know when that changes. But as of right now, everything y'all gonna be seeing is fully done on my cell phone. I can do it on the go. I can do it at home. I can do it in the bathroom. I can do it on the toilet. It don't matter. I can do it whatever. And that's the point of it. I'm about convenience. I love convenience. Anything I do and everything I do, I love to do it in a very convenient setting. It allows me to get stuff done. Allow me to be able to dab into a lot of different things, and allow me not to be able to waste so much time and look so crazy. Because the cool thing with cell phones is that you can take your cell phone any and everywhere dang near. There's nowhere you can't take your cell phone. So people are not gonna look at you so crazy when you record on your cell phone. So yeah, that's all I pretty much want to say. I'm not too far from my haircut, so I'm gonna have to holler at y'all. But see y'all in the next bit. Boy, feeling fresh. That Larry June fresh. If you don't listen to hip hop, or if you do listen to hip hop, you probably know Larry June. If you don't, you need to get put on Larry June for sure, for sure. But anyway, haircut done. Got some more stuff I gotta do. Me and Babe going out of town for to see her family for Thanksgiving and whatnot, and all the other good stuff. So, but yeah, see y'all in a second. So I made my little smoothies with this. Bought it. It's pretty cool. It's cheap. And get the job done. But another thing with being a successful YouTuber, or just being a successful or making it well in life, is just being healthy. And I ain't gonna lie, I've had my own health journeys, my own health issues, and my own health journey I'm trying to go on. So I'm gonna actually make a video on that by itself, on the importance of your health. On top of me being, I'm a Capricorn, so Capricorns are known for being workaholics. So on top of me being a workaholic, I need to put a lot more focus on my health. So I am gonna do a video on that, talking about workaholics and balancing out health and things like that, and exercise and stuff like that. But yeah, time to eat, you know. Benji, come on. Oh, look, we got a package. Come on. Hey, come on. Come on. Benji, hey. What's up? I'm back at it again. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Spidey with Spidey Talks. Actually, y'all been with me all day, so it don't even really matter. Right now, I'm about to do the sit down and just go depth into what I was talking about earlier about how hard is it, why is it so hard to be a consistent YouTuber or to stay at YouTube. So the thing about that is, it's not really so complex. It's really simple. To get started, like obviously, like I said, what I want to talk about, no excuses, is that you have the availability and you have the access to the world in your pocket, essentially your phone. So with phones nowadays, with technology being so advanced, you can really get into all types of content creation. Obviously, with different sensors and different cameras, such as my Black Magic up there compared to my iPhone 14, the sensor size is completely different. So obviously, you're gonna get better image quality out of the Black Magic. But for the most part, for most everyday content, YouTube, basic, people going crazy on Instagram with these skits and TikTok skits is just crazy with these cell phones, what they can do nowadays. So it's really not hard to get started. The problem is staying consistent. And as you can see with this channel, I'm all over the place. One day, I'm dropping videos every day. The next day, I'm gone. The next time you look, I'm gone for a few months and you don't know where I've been or what I'm doing. If you follow me on Instagram at Spidey Weber, you see that up there. Just put the @ in front of it. Then you'll keep up what I'm doing. But for the most part, as for content creation for YouTube, I'm one moment I'm active, next moment I'm not, and it's kind of like iffy when it comes to stuff like that. So, trying to be active more is very challenging. I was just telling my girlfriend earlier, like I'm trying to get into making these YouTube videos again, but it's complicated because I don't not that I don't have the time, I don't want to set the time up to do these complicated setups for my little bitty apartment. I don't have a big apartment, so me trying to fit everything, all my equipment into a little space, which is this space right here, it's kind of difficult, and it just doesn't. It not only is it difficult, then setting it up and pulling it down, it just like, man, it's about 20 minutes set it up, not that long really, like 10-15 minutes setting it up, and then another like 10 minutes breaking it down and putting it back where it's supposed to be, so when I have a shoot I don't forget nothing. It's difficult and it's a little annoying at times, and it just make you feel like, man, on top of that I gotta figure out what I want to talk about. On top of that, I gotta one thing I was explaining to another thing, like with memory cards, you gotta make sure you got enough space. I got a very big space. I got the max space you can get on the iPhone, so I'm good. But imagine like you have to get all this. You got to take this. You need enough space on your memory cards. Then my cinema camera, if I'm shooting with that, I gotta have a special tripod for that. If I'm using the DSLR, I'm not gonna use a tripod, but it's like, make sure I got no space on that memory card. Then I take the memory card out, put it into my computer, edit it, then upload it. It's just, it's when I can do everything from my cell phone. Like, it's amazing, So being able to do that, I feel like will give me more productivity and will allow me to produce more. And then the setup time is literally simple. Like, I even got rid of that light. I'm going to just keep the white light straight up. You can see me clear. Then I have the string attached to this OTG cable that allow me to use my mic straight directly. And that's another thing. When I used to use this mic, I used to plug it up to my PC. I plug my mic up to my PC. And then whatever camera I'm using, I have two separate audios. So I take the footage, go on the computer. I got to match that audio with this audio and then get rid of that audio so it sounds like I'm only using my mic. So it's like, it's just too much when I just directly plug this up directly to the OTG cable that goes straight into my camera, into my phone, and then boom. I ain't even gotta attach nothing. It's the audio is already there. So I'm blabbering on about my situation, but in general, being able to simplify your process will allow your productivity to advance. Especially, that's just how I am. I love that. Now, if I was a full-time YouTuber and all I did was YouTube, then obviously I'll have a nice setup. Because, I want to give y'all the full experience. But with me tapping into all these other different things, and plus my day job and all that other stuff, it's not convenient. Then I got a puppy now, so now he like to run around and put his teeth on everything. I don't got time for him knocking nothing over. So stuff like that. But it's finding that what's the word? Finding that pattern, finding that rhythm that works for you. You gotta know you at the end of the day. That's just where it comes down to. I know the type of person I am. I know if I complicate things, it might be fun at first, but then when I get used to it, the complication gets annoying. You know, when you first create a really dope edit, and you went through all these steps to do it, you feel accomplished. Like, man, I did something spectacular. Like, yeah, I know it took me 30, 40 minutes to do it. But then when you start to do it all the time, now it's like, all right, but I'm tired of taking 40 minutes to do the same thing that it took me to do the first time. Now, I want to be able to do that same thing in 10 minutes. So, and that's just kind of the person I am. So you got to know who you are so you know what rhythm works for you. And this rhythm works for me. The simpler it is, the more likely I'm willing to do it. The more complicated it is, when I first get into it, it might be fun. Over time, I need to find a way to simplify it. Same thing when I was booking clients. When I book clients, I used to feel excited about sending emails out, reaching out to clients, getting their phone numbers, Now I'm like, nah, I just use Honeybook. It's easy. They do it all for me. I don't have to work. It's simple. All I have to do is call when it's time for the consultation. I get the deposit and we set up the shoot and I write the treatment, whatever, and we get started. I like stuff like that. It's simple for me. It makes it easy. So being consistent is one of the number one things they always say about being a YouTuber. You won't grow if you're not consistent. So be consistent. Find what works for you. Understand the type of person you are and what type of rhythms you like. When you figure that out, then the productivity will just keep coming. And then after you start doing that, then you can start focusing on the quality. Because I know people love to say, quality over quantity, and that's true in certain cases, but for YouTube it's not, in my opinion. People might have other opinions, but in my opinion it's quantity over quality. It's people with like basic channels that literally record off their cell phones and they got millions of subscribers, and because they found a rhythm that works for them and they applied it every day, every week, whatever. They kept it simple, but they kept the content coming. The people kept coming, and then as the people kept coming, your channel grows. Then you can produce more quality as your channel grows, because now you can devote more time to it and be able to grow the experience that your customer or your viewer gets to see. So one of my main recommendations when starting YouTube is first of all, just get started. Find out what you need, the basics of the basics you need to get started. Do that. And do it that works well for you, to make it convenient for you. Then once you get the content flowing, then you can start pursuing more complex setups, more complex quality, however you want to do it. But you want to get that going. That's number one, is finding out, just getting straight to it. And then the next one is just keeping it consistent. And and also find different ways of promotion and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, the difficulty of being a YouTuber isn't getting started, it's keep going. A lot of times, YouTube is, you got, I want to say it like this, and I'm going to just keep this short because I know I'm just babbling. I want to say it like this. YouTube, look at the YouTube like the stock market. Most people that invest in stocks understand, not all of them, some of them are looking for quick turnarounds, but most people that invest in stocks, when it comes to dividends and all that type of stuff, they're looking for long-term gain. They're not looking for instant gratification. They're looking for long-term. So they keep keep putting in, because they know in the back end is gonna pay off. That's exactly how you should look at YouTube. No different. Look at YouTube like the stock market. Invest in it now. Yeah, it's gonna take work. Yeah, it's gonna take your energy, money, all that type of stuff. But over time, if you keep investing more in, finding ways out to get more attraction to you, all that, finding new ways of doing things, before you know it, 2, 3, 4 years go by. And the thing about YouTube is it don't even take as long as the stock market. You can grow a successful YouTube depending on how well you're working in a year or two. So if you keep putting that energy in, before you know it, you 150, 200,000 subscribers, and now you got a platform that you can use to leverage other things you're doing. So look at it like that, and you'll get pretty far. So that's really the difficulties of being a YouTube, is to keep going and finding out what works for you. I don't know if this is going to be my way, but I'm really excited about it because I feel like it's really simple. I can use my mic with my iPhone. I can take my iPhone everywhere. Y'all saw me all day today getting my hair cut, saw me eating, saw my dog, saw all the little things I was doing driving. I can take my phone wherever I want to go. So I can document everything I'm doing. Then when I want to wrap it up, I sit right here like I used to with my Black Magic, and I wrap it up with y'all to end the day out. So, we're going to figure out what method works. Just stay with me, stay patient. It's a growing process, but I'll get there. So, with that being said, Spidey Talk, Spidey Weber Productions, is your boy Spidey, and I'm out. Till next time, peace.